And a good day for a 5K and a Christmas in the park, because the next couple of days, maybe not. Maybe you wouldn't want to spend that much time outside.
Hey, look, what you do in your free time is none of my business. Actually, at about 9 o'clock, it was warmer then than it was most of the rest of the day, really, here in Kentuckiana. But of course, everyone knows what we need to be discussing. We got some winter weather on the way, and yes, snow is looking fairly likely. Now, I'm not expecting a ton of it, but we are expecting at least some of it, and you need to be planning for slick spots Tuesday, especially on bridges and overpasses. You're going to be wanting to make that plan now. Full tank and plan for extra time. Again, full tank, fill up tonight, if not tomorrow at some point during the day, because you hopefully wouldn't need it, but it's just always a good thing to have. Now, here is that pattern change again. We're keeping an eye on this air mass, and this is what's going to help us in the long run, really, because we're not seeing that diving polar air, you know, the dark blues, the purples that we usually would see with this type of setup, and that's actually going to help us in the long run. I'm not saying it's not going to be cold. It is going to be cold. It's not going to be as cold as it could be, so that will help us in the long run. Take a look here at Futurecast. It's going to get cold tonight. Like I said, still cold, but not as cold. Low to mid-20s for overnight lows. That's what we'll start tomorrow morning. We're looking at some sunshine tomorrow here and there, though some of you are going to stay fairly cloudy going into midday. Highs up near 40 tomorrow as that cloud cover increases throughout the afternoon. And then we get into 6 o'clock, and this is when the ugly starts to move in. Now, mixed precipitation likely at the very beginning. A couple of spots of ice, but we start to see that precipitation transition into mostly snow as we head through the overnight hours. But take note of the temperature. We're right at freezing, maybe a degree or two more, especially in the southern zones of Kentuckiana. Northern zones of Kentuckiana going to be below that freezing mark. However, the ground is still going to be fairly warm, at least a little bit warmer than freezing. And then going into Tuesday morning, still got some of that snow holding on, but we warm up fairly quickly, and we could see some sunshine throughout the afternoon on Tuesday, with highs in the mid-upper 30s, or at least that's what it's looking like. It's going to get cold Tuesday night as well. Here's that snowfall potential from our in-house model, and what we're looking at here is anywhere from a trace to about 2 inches, maybe a little bit more than 2 inches, mainly north of the Ohio River, but that's what we're looking at. This isn't Snowmageddon. This is the weather impact, and a trace to 2 inches of snow possible. The lesser amounts in the southern zones of Kentuckiana, the higher amounts in the northern zones, with Louisville kind of right in the middle. Expect slick spots Tuesday morning, especially on bridges and overpasses. Again, you need to be planning to take extra time come Tuesday morning. Now, we see the precipitation chances drop off by midday Tuesday. Wednesday and Thursday, not much. Friday, mixed shower chances move back in to Kentuckiana. Here's another live look from our Bachman Auto Group camera. It's a lovely evening. This is part of our Charlotte Children's Hospital camera network. Highs over the next 5 days going to be well below average for this time of year. Here's Max HD radar, not showing anything right now. All is calm and quiet. Even the wind has died down quite a bit. Here's that 7-day forecast. Again, Monday night, Tuesday, weather impact alert period. In fact, the second half of Tuesday, maybe not so much, but we're keeping it there just in case there's still some travel impacts going into midday and late day Tuesday. We're going to continue to monitor this winter weather system as it moves into Kentuckiana.